In the heart of Thailand's capital, something extraordinary is rising, yet millions of commuters pass it daily without fully grasping its scale. What was once a sports club and a landmark hotel is now one of Bangkok's most ambitious construction zones. Over 17 hectares of prime land, covered in cranes, are being reshaped into a billion-dollar district. 5 high-rise towers form its backbone, anchored by a public park larger than 8 football fields. Beneath the site, underground corridors stretch across multiple city blocks, while elevated skywalks connect offices, residences, hotels, and retail spaces above the traffic. This is not simply another development. It is a deliberate attempt to redesign how the city functions, testing whether Bangkok, long defined by congestion, heat, and pollution, can create a walkable, breathable, human-scale district. Designed to host 300,000 daily visitors, it promises a true city within a city, where people can work, live, shop, and unwind without being trapped on the road. Sustainability and technology are built into the district's foundation, not added as decoration. But as the skyline rises, a deeper uncertainty remains. Can a master-planned district truly fix the problems of a city this complex? Today, let's delve into the story of the $4 billion One Bangkok, Thailand's most ambitious urban gamble. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button and like this video, as it's the best way to support this channel. Bangkok has grown into a major economic and tourism hub in Southeast Asia, attracting investment, business activity, and international attention. Yet this expansion has amplified long-standing structural pressures within the urban core. Central land has become increasingly scarce, while demand for modern grade A commercial, residential, and lifestyle spaces continues to grow. Many existing buildings in key business districts are aging and fragmented, unable to meet contemporary expectations for workplace quality, sustainability, integrated amenities, and overall user experience. Daily mobility is further constrained by congestion, weak pedestrian networks, and environmental stress, making movement dependent more on travel time than actual distance. These issues are no longer just operational challenges, but strategic ones. As regional cities compete for multinational headquarters, global talent, tourism, and investment, Bangkok's long-term competitiveness depends on improving the quality and integration of its central districts. Addressing these constraints requires coordinated district-scale planning rather than isolated projects. It is in this context that One Bangkok emerges. Designed as a master-planned mixed-use district, it represents a deliberate large-scale intervention intended to modernize the city core and support Bangkok's next era of growth. One Bangkok is a master-planned mixed-use urban district designed to operate as an integrated city within a city in the core of Bangkok. Developed on about 17.3 hectares of prime land, the project brings together 5 landmark towers comprising grade A office spaces, premium residential towers, and international hotels, along with streets, plazas, green spaces, integrated retail areas, and district-scale infrastructure, all unified within a single coordinated urban development. Its significance lies not only in its scale, but in its intent. One Bangkok is structured as a complete district system, designed to support high volumes of daily activity through integrated land use, seamless connectivity, and a coherent district identity. The master plan follows a precinct-based approach, organizing the district into interconnected zones that prioritize internal accessibility and pedestrian movement. Walkability is reinforced through a network of public spaces and landscaped areas supported by underground circulation routes and elevated pedestrian links. This district-level design enables movement between key components without over-reliance on street-level traffic, improving functional efficiency while enhancing the quality of the urban environment. Beyond internal movement, the district is directly integrated with Bangkok's MRT system, anchoring One Bangkok within the wider metropolitan transport network and reducing reliance on private vehicles. Collectively, these elements are intended to create a self-reinforcing district system that supports both economic performance and long-term urban resilience. Beyond its functional integration, One Bangkok is deliberately designed to establish a distinctive identity and deliver district-scale features that exceed conventional mixed-use development. At the center of this ambition is the project's signature tower, often referred to as the Sky Tower, which serves as the district's primary landmark and defining skyline element. If delivered at its planned height of around 436 meters, the tower would surpass Magnolia's waterfront residences, becoming the tallest building in Thailand. This scale positions the development not only as a commercial center, but also as a national architectural reference point. More than a symbolic structure, the signature tower strengthens the project's recognizability, anchors its spatial hierarchy, and reinforces its intended role as a new urban focal point within Bangkok. However, the project's differentiation extends beyond vertical scale. One Bangkok incorporates district-level systems and experiences typically absent from standalone developments, reflecting the logic of a next-generation smart and sustainable district. Centralized infrastructure, such as large-scale cooling and integrated utilities, is intended to improve operational efficiency and reduce environmental impact across the entire site. Smart district operations further enhance performance through coordinated monitoring and management of security, maintenance, and movement. In parallel, curated cultural elements and public-facing programming, including exhibition spaces, event venues, and civic-oriented public areas, are designed to strengthen place identity and civic character, ensuring the district functions not only as a commercial destination, but as a meaningful urban environment. Collectively, these features position One Bangkok as both a landmark skyline project and a leading example of district-led urban development. While the master plan presents a seamless and well-integrated urban environment, delivering it at this scale requires careful engineering and precise execution across multiple complex systems. Constructing a district of this intensity in central Bangkok demands extensive groundworks, deep excavation, and rigorous structural design. Development logistics must also be managed within a dense urban environment, where limited space, high traffic volumes, and the need to minimize disruption impose strict sequencing and safety controls. In addition, integrating large-scale underground networks and elevated pedestrian systems introduces further complexity, requiring precise coordination across civil, mechanical, and structural disciplines throughout the construction lifecycle. These delivery challenges also translate into broader risks and criticism. Large-scale landmark districts frequently raise concerns regarding inclusivity, with perceptions that such developments primarily serve premium users rather than the wider population. Operational impacts may also be questioned, particularly in relation to increased congestion pressures on surrounding streets and the ability of adjacent infrastructure to absorb new activity levels. Market risks remain equally relevant. High-density mixed-use districts depend on sustained demand across commercial, residential, and retail components, leaving performance exposed to economic cycles, shifts in workplace patterns, and tourism volatility. As a result, the project's long-term success will depend not only on design excellence, but on disciplined execution, adaptive management, and its capacity to deliver public value alongside commercial outcomes. One Bangkok is valued at around $4 billion and jointly developed by TCC Assets and Fraser's Property. Financing follows a typical megaproject structure, combining developer capital with long-term project financing and staged investment aligned with construction milestones. This approach supports risk control and allows the project to maintain flexibility in response to market conditions, while the mixed-use nature of the district strengthens financial stability through multiple income streams across office, hospitality, and retail components. Delivery is structured through phased implementation, reflecting the reality that developments of this scale cannot open as a single completed product. One Bangkok began opening to the public in October 2024. marking a staged rollout rather than a full handover, with early phases bringing major retail zones, public spaces, and several office towers into operation while construction continues. Hospitality openings, including the Ritz-Carlton in 2024 and Andaz One Bangkok in late 2025, have expanded the district's appeal, with Fraser Suites Bangkok scheduled to open in 2026. Additional towers, residential components, cultural venues, and public realm elements will follow, with full completion targeted for around 2030 to 2031. As the district reaches full maturity, its greatest value will be measured not only by its physical scale, but by the wider benefits it generates for Bangkok's economic and urban trajectory. At city level, the development is expected to strengthen Bangkok's position as a regional business and lifestyle hub by attracting higher value commercial activity, supporting international brand presence, and reinforcing the city's appeal to global talent and visitors. By concentrating employment, services, and leisure functions within a managed environment, the project also has the potential to reduce friction in daily urban life and encourage more efficient movement patterns within the surrounding area. From a long-term value perspective, One Bangkok is designed to perform as a self-sustaining district economy. Its integrated land use model supports continuous demand throughout the day and across seasons, allowing different components to reinforce one another and stabilize performance over time. Ultimately, One Bangkok represents more than a new destination. It signals a shift in how Bangkok is shaping its future. If successfully delivered and managed, it may become a benchmark for the next generation of city-making in Thailand and rest of Southeast Asia.